Hi everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking. Today we are going to make croissants in the simplest way possible. So I'm going to take you through the ingredients that you're going to use. And here we have 700 grams of all-purpose flour. We have 2 eggs. We'll use a half teaspoon of baking powder. We have 10 grams of yeast. We are also going to use 400 ml of milk. Make sure it's lukewarm or room temperature. And here we have, you can use 60 grams of oil or butter, but in my case I'm using butter, 60 grams. And we have 100 grams of sugar. If you want them a little bit sweet, you can add according to your liking. So join me as we make these croissants. So I decided to use my stand mixer rather than mixing everything by hand because I was doing this in the evening and I wanted to do it very fast. So the first thing we are going to do is to put the sugar, or rather the dry ingredients, and then we put the wet ingredients. The good thing about this is that we are going to put everything together. So what I've done there is that I have put all the dry ingredients together. I mix them a little bit, and then now I'll start putting the wet ingredients, mix everything up until I make a nice soft dough. So as you can see, the dough is ready, and what I usually do from here is I will transfer it on a counter, a clean surface, and just knead it for a little bit, and it will be done. And I'll leave it for like 1 hour for it to rest for 1 hour, and it's gonna even double in size.
A few moments later.
So this was 1 hour later, and unfortunately KPLC did that thing. The lights went off, but I decided to continue to film, and fortunately the lights came back later after like 30 minutes or so, but we kept moving. So here I'm rolling the dough, and it has, like you can see, it has doubled in size, and I'll just roll it out and cut it off as, you know, croissants. So cut the pieces or the dough like I've done, and then start rolling them up one by one as croissants. So here I'm making an egg wash. It's basically milk and eggs, so that we can apply it on the croissants so that they can be able to, you know, have that yellowy, shiny look. So just apply the coating, like, you know, all over the croissants. And I was doing this hoping and praying that the electricity would come. So after I applied, they were still not, the lights were still not yet back. But I decided to cover them up for a little bit and wait for the lights. And that's exactly what I did. And yay, the electricity came back and the croissants were ready. They had already doubled up in size. And I decided to just put a little bit of the egg wash and put them in the oven. So I put them in the oven for 40 minutes at 150 degrees until they were golden brown.
A few moments later.
And after a few minutes, our croissants were ready. and it was the moment of truth. But as you can see, they had really browned so nicely. They were well cooked, even on the inside. Just look at that. Look at that. They were looking so nice. And they had cooked through well, very well inside. So coat the croissants with butter on top so that they can retain their softness. So this was the moment of truth, but as you can see, they are really soft. They have cooked so well on the inside, very soft, and they also tasted delicious, very delicious. So thank you so much for watching. Kindly try the recipe, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Till next time, bye bye, and God bless.